Good morning, Sherman Sims here, Porsche Riverside, and today we're going to do a quick walk-around video of the all-new 2021 911 Carrera Cabriolet. So today we're going to do a quick video of the new 911 Carrera. This is the 992 and 2021 model year. So a lot of changes to the 992 911 Carrera Cabriolet. You'll notice now that this 992 and all the 992 models are going to have the wide body platform, which is new to the 992 compared to the previous generation, which is the 991. So on the 991, you'd have to have a 911 4 or an all-wheel drive model in order to have the wide body. It's going to be standard now in the 992. So just noticing the front fascia here, you have the PDLS Plus headlamps, which is going to be the black housing. And also, this is the LED matrix design headlights with X-Sight. So LEDs going to be much brighter than the bi-xenon like the previous generation. And then you also have the active arrow here, which are the grille shutters. So this vehicle is equipped with the 360 surround view camera, and you're actually going to have the front camera in the right under the front Porsche crest here. You'll also have the side cameras on the mirrors, which is a split camera, and then one in the rear. Also equipped in the US market, you'll have the standard front parking sensors and the rear parking sensors. So this is going to be the front trunk here. You can just wave your hand right in front of the actual Porsche crest, swipe left to right, and then you're going to have 4.6 cubic feet of storage in the front bonnet. So notice as I open the front bonnet, there's no engine there. The reason being is because this is the Porsche 911, and it's going to be a rear engine, rear wheel drive. So this vehicle is a 3-liter flat 6-cylinder twin turbocharged engine, puts out 379 horsepower with 331 foot-pounds of torque, and also has a top track speed of 180 miles per hour. This car can do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds flat with the Sports Chrono package and 4.2 without the Sports Chrono package, with this vehicle's Sports Chrono package equipped. So moving to the side of the 911 Carrera Cabriolet, first thing you're gonna notice right away is the 21-inch 911R Spider design wheel, which is my absolute favorite wheel. You actually have the gold Porsche crest on the wheel center cap, and this is gonna be a 330 millimeter rotor, and it's a 4-piston caliper, which is a monoblock fixed caliper in the front, as well as in the rear. This is going to be a new mirror for the 992 model. This is a power folding mirror. You can do different options as far as if you wanted to have the lower portion of the mirror exterior color match to the body, but I think it looks great just the way it is on this black exterior. So you have the black exterior, black interior. This vehicle is also equipped with the red seat belts, which just gives it a nice little touch of contrast on the interior. So you have the active door handles, and these are going to be flat for more aerodynamics. And then as you approach the door handle, it's going to pop up, open the door, and then as you close it and you lock, you notice the door handle is going to fold back in, which is going to be the same similar style door handle that you'll see on the new Porsche Taycan. Just a lot more aerodynamic. It looks a lot more sleek and more flush with the body. And then as we get to the rear quarter panel here, being that this is a 911 992 generation, it's going to be the wide body car. So a lot more pronounced rear quarter panel, which is a 72-inch width in the rear. Versus the prior generation of the 991, you'd have to go to a Carrera 4 all-wheel drive model in order to get the wide body. So there's a lot of hidden body cues on the 992, and we'll get a little bit more into that in the rear here. But also on the top, being that this is a Cabriolet, you can power the top up or down up to 30 miles per hour. So as you're leaving out of the garage, or if you're pulling out of the office, you can power the top up or down. So moving to the rear of the vehicle, there's a lot of hidden engineering cues throughout the 911 992 generation. You'll notice that there's going to be 9 grille slats here, which is actually hidden cues going to be 9, 11, and then also 992 for the 992 generation. Looking at the rear taillights, you have the three-dimensional Porsche lettering, and then the connecting taillight. But looking at the corners of the taillights, you'll notice that's some of the 930 generation just integrated in the taillight. And looking at the rear exhaust, this is the sport exhaust system in high gloss black, which is going to be the oval dual exhaust in the rear. And that's going to be similar to the GT2 RS, which is the 991.2 generation 911 model. So you have the rear parking sensors and the rear view camera. This is the active spoiler in the rear. And then you also have wet mode, which is integrated in the 992 generation. It's brand new for the 992. So here we are in the interior cockpit of the new 911 Carrera 992. And first thing you're going to notice is this huge 10.9-inch PCM, which is your touchscreen infotainment, which replaced the prior generation 911 991, which was a 6-inch PCM. But a lot of things, a lot of new changes for the for the infotainment alone. So you also get 4G LTE connectivity with this 10.9-inch PCM, and then you can also touch. It's all touchscreen, so this, if you go to car here, it's just going to pull up all your drive settings. You'll notice now that there's wet mode, which is available, normal, sport, sport plus, and then your individual settings. Being that this vehicle is equipped with the sport exhaust, you can just press that button there and turn off your sport exhaust. So notice right away, everything's all direct touch. There's no buttons here like the previous generation of the 991.1. You also have your active spoilers also put into the PCM, so your idle start stop is going to be also integrated in the infotainment as well. And then chassis is going to be normal or sport. And then you also have your sports chrono, a quick drive mode selector here. So you can go wet, normal, sport, sport plus, individual setting, and of course press the center button. You have 20 seconds of sport response, which will give you optimal power for passing on the highway. Also, if you're exiting off the off-ramp, it will downshift the vehicle to slow you down as well. And you'll hear the awesome, the burbles and the exhaust as it pops as you're exiting. So this is going to be your digital infotainment. And then moving back to your PCM here, you also have the Google satellite view, Google Earth satellite view on the maps. And you'll get that for free with the Porsche Connect for a year. But it just looks awesome. You can see the pool, you can see all the cars, the grass, everything, trees. And then here you have your trip, vehicle info. So this will show your fuel there. Also water temperature, oil temperature, battery voltage. And then on these gauges here, and I love the digital gauges on the 992, it's going to show your engine temperature, destination empty, 69 miles until we run out of fuel. And then we're just about a quarter tank of fuel there. So all the gauges here are going to be digital, but you have your analog tachometer, which I like that Porsche kept the tachometer analog. It's just, the historical part, the history just behind having the tachometer in the middle and that being analog. It's going to show also your time right here, and then the ambient temperature outside, which is the date. You can voice command wireless Apple CarPlay, and with the Apple CarPlay, you can say, read a text message, send a text message. Where's the nearest Starbucks or destination you look to go to. And you could also preset this diamond here, which is a shortcut. And you can do steering wheel button or also the center console diamond here. So right now we're going to just set the steering wheel button, which is the diamond there. And it's set to display the map, but you could change it to PCM function or instrument cluster function, or also even a vehicle feature as well. So for me, I would like to set that for the to display the park assist. So as I'm pulling into areas, as I'm driving or parking, if I'm going through the drive-through, I know, hey, this is going to be the curb here. I can have the 360 surround view. Also your forward camera or your rear view camera if you're in reverse. If you're in drive, it will default to the forward camera there. So that way you're not hitting the front of the lip of the vehicle as you're parking it. And for this one, I actually set
Center console would be, it's set to source right now, but I would like to set this one to show access to home link. So the cool thing about the home link on the 992 now is it's all linked via GPS coordinates. So if you're pulling in your driveway, it's going to ask you like, hey, you're at home, do you want to open the garage door, open the home link, and then you can just automatically okay it to open your garage door, which is awesome, versus having the home link that was above on the 991 generation. You still have your PDK transmission here. So PDK transmission, if you want a manual, you're going to have to go with the Carrera S option. The Carrera S model. And then you'll have the optional 7-speed manual transmission or the 8-speed PDK, which is new for the 992. So you get an additional overdrive gear. So the 7th gear and the 8th gear would be your 2 overdrives for the 992. And of course you have your paddle shifters here. So upshift on the right-hand side, downshift on the left-hand side. You have your cruise control below. So resume, cancel, and then up the speed, lower the speed. Headlights are automatic. This is also equipped with the Bose premium sound option. So standard is going to be 8 speakers, but the Bose is going to be 12 speaker option, which I think is more than sufficient. And then there's also the Burmester premium sound option as well, which will be a 13 speaker option. But 911 Carrera Cabriolet is going to start right at $114,000, and then you could option the vehicle up from there. Sky's the limit when it goes to optioning the vehicles. But you have sports chrono package here. So the sports chrono gauge is going to be red, which is optional, and this also has the the guard's red tachometer, as well as the guard's red seat belts, which I'll show you here in a bit. You also have the premium package, so you have the 14-way power seats option here. You have the ventilated seats, also have your heated seats for both the driver and front passenger. Standard, you'll have the dual climate control, but the heated ventilated seats will be option. And then you, of course, have the rear wind deflector here, which is going to be standard. So just press the button. When the top is down and the windows are up, it's going to optimize the efficiency for the wind, so that way you're not hearing all that excess road noise.
Thank you for watching the video. Hit like and subscribe. And if you're ever at Porsche of Riverside, ask for me, Sherman Sims.